could always honest pay for honest work. Until next time.
My boy Leontius lived... That's right. Old inn to the south. The oaf doesn't even bother to visit these days. What am I supposed to do if the dragons burn down the farm? You're a traveler, right? I have this letter for him. Let him know how much of a failure he is. Good. You make sure the lug tips you when he gets it. What kind of question is that? Look at me. Is this a young man's face? I've been here 50 years, and nothing's gonna move me off my land. What, have you been staring at your feet this whole time? You see that big city up ahead of you? Markarth? Head over there. Unless you feel like helping my wife pick crops. And then 50 years later, you'll wake up and still be here.
They saved me.
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll?
Good to see. Splendid. There's a house available right now. Wonderful. Here is the key to your new home. I'll be glad to help you. There are many ways to improve your home, provided you have the coin. And of course, don't forget to consult your home decorating guide for descriptions of the decorations you can buy. Now, what would you like to purchase? Very well. I'll make the arrangements. I'll be glad. And of course, now, what would you like to... Very well. I'll make the... I'll be glad. And of course, don't forget to Now, what would you like to purchase? Very well. I'll make the arrangements. The next time you visit your house... Your new
Keep your hands to yourself.
May the gods watch over. Then by my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of the Reach. Congratulations. I grant you a personal housecarl to watch over your home, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the, common rabble now. Stay out of trouble in my city.
Money doesn't count itself.
You've been a good friend to me. That means something.
Gotta keep my eyes open. Damn dragons could swoop down at any time.
You see the warriors from Merkel? They've got curved swords. Curved swords.
The finest jewelry in all of Markarth.
Redguard craftsmanship in every...
What do you need, my Thane? I'm still here. I'm heading home if you need me. Morthal used to be a quiet place, but then the world used to make sense. You ask me, we'd be better off without that wizard in town. Let's not waste any time.
Now I remember. You're the new member of the Companions. So you what? Fetch the mead?
What is it?
I don't think Galmar even knows my name. Probably because I'm not the Dragonborn.
I'm still here. I'm heading home if you need me.
Somebody help!
Someone do something!
You again. What are you doing here? We haven't been expecting you, and the old man needs his rest. Come back some other time.
Wait. It's okay, my dear. Send him in.
Yes, Nepos. You heard him. Go on in.
I'm sorry about my housekeeper. She's a little protective of me. Now, what is it you want? Ah, yes. You've proven to be a real bloodhound. Well, you've sniffed me out. I've been playing this game for almost 20 years, sending the young to their deaths, all in the name of the Forsworn. And I'm tired. So tired. Because my king told me to. Madanach. When the uprising fell at the hands of the Nords, they threw him in the mines. I don't know how, but he lives. I get his messages, and I hand out his orders without question. He is the king in rags, a man who once held all the Reach within his grip. He stokes the passions of the downtrodden in this city, directs them to kill the enemies of the Forsworn in our name. All from inside Sidna Mine, a Nord prison. The irony is quite thick. Markarth and the Reach are our lands. That is why we are the Forsworn. We cannot claim the home that is rightly ours. But then, during their war with the Elves, we had our moment. We drove the Nords out of the Reach in a great uprising. Then Ulfric and his men came. Those of us who didn't run were executed, except for myself, my king, and a handful of others. My dear boy, what makes you think you're getting out of here alive? You were seen coming in, The girl at the door is a Forsworn agent masquerading as a maid. You aren't the first one to have gotten this far. You won't be the last.
Oh, no!
It's glorious to battle once again in Tamriel.
We warned you, but you just had to go and cause trouble. Now you have to pin all these recent murders on you. Silence witnesses. Work, work, work. Same thing we do with all the other natives who want to change things around here. We had a nice little deal going between Thonar and Madanak until you and Elter started snooping around. Well, you wanted to find the man responsible for those killings. You'll have plenty of time with the King in Rags when you're in Signa Mine. You'll never see the sun again. You hear me? No one escapes Signa Mine. No one.
I left behind my daughter. If you're asking, that means you're the new lifer. Tough luck, friend. Those guards sold you out, but good. No one talks to Madanak, I'm afraid. Not without getting past Borkul the Beast. And you don't want to talk to Borkul the Beast. Madanak's guard. Big, even for an orc. Heard he ripped a man's arm off and beat him to death with it. He's old-fashioned like that. Until next time.
You served. You want to talk to the king in rags? Fine. But first you gotta pay the toll. How about you get me a shiv? Not that I need one, but it's nice to have one in case I need to do some shaving. The only thing Madanak expects is a bottle of skooma in tribute ever so often. You're not getting through. Then find one. That dung-heap Grisvar's been known to make a few.
Jarl decided. I got locked up one... Ah, you want protection? I can get you what you need. Maybe you could do something for me first. Duak has a bottle of skooma. Finest distilled moon sugar. I'm shaking just thinking about it. Thank you, friend. Don't worry. I'll have that shiv ready for you. All right, then.
How old is my daughter now, I wonder? In prison, you lose track of time.
I was sent here. I'm innocent. The Nords framed me. I was nowhere near that murder weapon.
Don't reach for a shiv around me or we'll both regret it. Till next time.
I swear, if I ever get out of here, I'm giving up thieving. Really.
Other prisoners get suspicious. You give me one more look, and I cut you open. That schooner's mine. Getting the shakes, huh? All right, take it. Old gods keep you. Until next time.
Jarl decided I was too... Here's your shiv. Promise you won't ever use it on me, okay? Until next time.
I'm just another Forsworn.
You sir, ready to pay the toll? One shiv. All right, head on in. But don't try anything in there. Madanak is smarter than you think. Fight well.
Well, look at you. Your kinsmen have turned you into an animal, Nord. A wild beast caged up and left to go mad. So, my fellow beast, what do you want? Answers about the Forsworn? Revenge for trying to have you killed? Do I? What about you? What right did you have to meddle in my affairs? Kill my people? Was it worth it? Your truth? You're one of us now, you see? A slave. The boot of your kinsman stepping on your throat. Maybe if you understood that, I could help you. There's a man named Breg inside these mines. Besides me, he's been here the longest. Tell him I sent you. Ask him why he's here. I want you to know how widespread the injustice of Markarth is. Remember, it was the Nords who locked you up.
You serve your time by digging, so dig.
My story, huh? Everyone in Sidna Mine has a tale. Let's hear yours first. When was the first time you felt chains around your wrists? So you know what it's like to have your life in someone else's hands. Why should they get to decide? Isn't judgment for the gods? Do you have any family? Anyone waiting for you on the outside? I had a daughter once. She'd be 23 this year. Married to some hot-headed silver worker, or maybe on her own, learning the herb trade. The Nords didn't care who was and who wasn't involved in the Forsworn uprising. I had spoken to Madanak once. That was enough. But my little Aethra didn't want to see her papa leave her. She pleaded to the Jarl to take her instead. And after they made me watch as her head rolled off the block, they threw me in here anyway to dig up their silver. My daughter is the one who needs your pity. I'm just a poor Forsworn whose only regret is not killing more Nords before I was locked up. I'm not Monadnock. I was never a leader of the Forsworn. The only anger I can justify is my own. But every family in the Reach has a story like mine. There are no innocent onlookers in this struggle, just the guilty and the dead. All right, then.
I was sent here because someone said I was Mr. Soldier.
Threw me in here, forced me.
You're up. Yeah, imagine hearing a story like that over and over. Each time a different family, each time a different injustice. Your meddling above ground reminded me of how removed I've been from the struggle. My men and I should be in the hills, fighting. Yes, but I need a show of loyalty from you. I don't need a shiv in the back while we break out. Have you met Grisvar the Unlucky? He's rightly named, and he's also a thief and a snitch. He's outlived his minor usefulness. Take care of him, and then we can leave Sidna Mine for good. Ah, Bork will muscle one out of you on your way in? Fine. Take this one. Our struggle is our people's struggle.
You serve your time by digging, so dig.
Death is hiding.
I was sent here because...
You're back. You've finally become one of us. Come with me. I think it's time I announced my plans to you and your new brothers.
What's going on, Madanach? You wouldn't have old Grisvar killed unless you weren't planning on needing him.
My brothers, we have been here long enough. It's time to leave Sidna Mine and continue our fight against the Nords. Through this gate, just beside my quarters, is a tunnel. A tunnel that leads right through the old dwarven ruins of Markarth, into the city. Well, what do you say, my brothers?
The Reach belongs to the
Forsworn! I say you've earned an early pardon. Let's go. It's a little gift from the dwarves. Who knew they would end up helping our cause? We have to move. We'll talk more once we see the sky. Get moving!
Scared him off. What was that?
Guess it's all clear now.
Must have scared him off.
Madanak, I brought what you asked for.
Good work. Get ready while I have a word with our favorite outsider. I had Kai recover all the things the Nords stole from you. You better get ready before we break out into the city. And take this. It's blessed with the old magics. Something to remember me by. Now, I announce to all of Markarth that I have returned. Don't worry about your name. They'll know who to blame and fear after today. It'll take years, but I'll organize the Forsworn again. We'll reclaim our land, and then when power is ours, we'll have peace. A kingdom. Until then, let me offer you a warning. Beware the Forsworn. No place in the Reach is safe from us now. I had Kai recover all the things, and take this. It's blessed with the old magics. Time to finally see the sky. And make it rain red.
Madanak, think you can escape my prison, do you? You'll pay for what you've done to my family.
Your family? You poisoned the Reach with your tainted silver for long enough, Thonar!
Got that fire under control, right?
Give up while you still can.
I'm getting out of here. A fight.
The wind blows bitter cold in this place.
We could always use help picking crops if you need a few extra coins.
What do you need? Need something?
Come on! You can't beat me!
The Imperials are good for business, and business is good for Skyrim.
You have something to say?
I must return to the court.
Sibyl Stentor has a grasp of magical theory that I would never have expected from a human, even a Breton. You are free
I can
to
always find time to share a word with a warrior.
I don't like talking to someone who holds their honor.
All this standing around is rubbish. We should be taking the fight to the Stormcloaks.
Here to shame an old woman?
I'm the steward here.
Leave me be.
I serve under Jarl Sidgir and Jarl Dengir before him.
I'm not a man.
We're safe here now.
In human form. Just unsheathe
Yes.
me.
What is it that you want?
Igmund
What
is
do you
alive,
want?
and I'll keep... You lay one finger on
Stormcloaks
Igmund,
have taken the
and I'll
Reach,
end
but we'll
you.
return.
Monsters
The
coming
Empire
in.
don't mean you any trouble.
I can't
Just leave
believe we
me alone.
lost... Oh, yes. Thank you. Here you go. Some gold for your assistance and your discretion.
After Whiterun is retaken, Ulfric will pay in blood for his insolence. Mutual advantage. Any fool can see that. For centuries, we have benefited from the Empire's protection and prosperous trade with the South. In exchange, the people of Cyrodiil sleep peacefully, knowing their northern Ulfric Stormcloak's head on a pike. Do you think he's nothing more than a barbarian renegade whose lust for power has cost the lives of countless...
Just looking at you makes me upset.
You. Every time I look at you, my blood...
My brother takes counsel from Proventus Avenici. What a laugh. He takes counsel from his daughter, and she's a bloody blacksmith.
The Jarl is not to be disturbed with common affairs of
Be
court.
quick. I have little
You direct
patience for
those
mundane
concerns to me.
concerns.
Please address
Feel
all
free to
questions
return to
Always
me with
remember,
questions.
the world is ripe
Blue
with people
Palace
looking to
is an
spill.
It's too bad they executed Rogevier before we got here.
You look a little sturdier than most of the popinjays around. Yeah?
Welcome to the Bard's College. I'm the headmaster here. How may I help you? Always a pleasure to meet a prospective bard. You should be aware that many apply, but we accept very... When possible, we ask applicants to perform tasks the college needs completed. In this case, I do have a task befitting an aspiring bard. Elisif has forbidden the burning of King Olaf, a festival put on by the Bard's College. We need to change her mind. To convince her, I want to read King Olaf's verse, a part of the Poetic Edda, the living history of Skyrim. Unfortunately, the verse was lost long ago. Yes, according to Giraud, our history's keeper, the portion of the Edda dealing with King Olaf might still exist in Dead Man's Respite. I need you to retrieve the poem. Not much. But as a bard, I find the whole affair depressing. There are no heroes in this war. Even with Ulfric here in solitude, there are no winners to be had. No real conclusion. If you want something a bard can dig into, look to the dragons. 1,000 years from now, Skyrim will have changed rulers dozens of times. But the return of the dragons, that story is once in an era. Not much, to be honest. Their return was a shock to us all. Gerard Germain has some tomes about them in the library, if you're interested. I think Giraud here would give you the best explanation of both it and the history of King Olaf's verse. You should speak to him about it. As you may be aware, Elisif's husband, High King Torrig, was recently killed. Elisif mourns her husband deeply, and she feels that a festival that burns a king in effigy is distasteful. I tried to convince her the festival is many centuries old and celebrates solitude, but I need proof. I believe King Olaf's verse will provide that proof. I wish you luck in finding the verse.
Good to meet a prospective bard. Ah, yes. Adonato's new work. Shorter than I expected, but words must be judged on merit, not length. I'll look over this later. Why don't you take this for your trouble? Well, you've come to the right place. He's sending you after King Olaf's verse, then. That's good. We shouldn't leave it lying around now that I figured out where it is. The verse was Svafnir's contribution to the Poetic Edda, the living history of Skyrim. Each bard adds to the Edda in his or her time. And a very ancient one. The verse criticized the reigning King Olaf. He was so incensed the bard was put to death and all the copies burned. At least, that's what we thought until I translated some ancient texts. If I'm right, Svafnir and King Olaf's verse lie in Dead Men's Respite, along with the burial chamber of King Olaf himself. Be careful. You might find... Remember, being a bard isn't just about the music.
I have faith that you'll return with King Olaf's verse. I wish you luck in finding the verse. I have faith that you'll return with King Olaf's verse.
All right. Let's try something a bit more fun. Go ahead, Ataf.
Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead.
That was better, Ataf. Add a bit of emphasis on Ragnar and Red.
Remember, it's your job to deliver these songs, to excite the crowd, draw them in, and they will love you for it.
You're
Lady
new here, right?
Atia
says my
Welcome
voice is
to the
second
Bard's
only
College.
to hers.
It's
but
like
she
a
said few can resist.
musical
I can't
museum.
understand why you want to
Youngest
join.
bard at the
You
Bard's
know,
College.
I
At
don't
your
get
service.
just only
Impression that
appreciate
I'm
one
very well
thing,
liked
and
at
it
the
isn't
college.
music. Need something?
We drink to our youth, to the days come and gone, for the age of aggression is just about done. You see,
Need
all
something?
you need is a bit of spirit, and any song can be made into a classic.
It takes two things to be a good teacher. The first is patience. The second is a firm wooden stick for rapping knuckles.
Anything I can do for
Is
you,
there
I will.
All right.
something I can do for you?
Let's try something a bit more fun. Go ahead, Ataf.
Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead.
Remember, it's your job to deliver these songs, to excite them, draw them in. Let's continue.
I wish only to graduate. And why wouldn't I be? We sing tales of kings, queens, and their politics, 'tis true. But do you know who really makes history? The person who writes it. Farewell, stranger.
You help me. You help people, right? That's what you do. My master has abandoned me. Abandoned his people. And nothing I say can change his mind. Now he refuses to even see me. He says I interrupt his vacation. It's been so many years. Won't you please help? Last I saw him, he was visiting a friend in the Blue Palace. But no one as mundane as a Jarl. No. Such people are below him. No, he went into the forbidden wing of the palace to speak with an old friend. Said it had been ages since they had last had tea. Oh, and you'll need the hip bone. It's very important. No entering Pelagius's wing without that. Oh, you just don't understand. Without him, I am not free. Without him, I am doomed. All of his empire shall fall into chaos. Until next time.
Pardon.
Who'd you have to kill to get that blade?
The Jarl is not to be disturbed. Absolutely not. That wing has been sealed for hundreds of years, and for good reason. They say the ghost of Pelagius the Mad still haunts it. Ghost or not, there are reminders of his dark rule that are best left buried away.
Watch your... Not in your life. It's dangerous in there, and Falk doesn't even like me and Erdy going in every year to clean out the spiders.
The Blue Palace is an open...
If you really want to, just be careful of the ghost. He snuck up on me once and scared me sick. It took a week for me to feel better. If Erdy caught me chatting, I'd never hear the end of it.
Marty! Pelly, my dear. Oh, I couldn't. Goes right through me. Besides, I have so many things to do. So many undesirables to contend with. Naysayers, buffoons, detractors. Why, my My headsman hasn't slept in 3 days.
You are far too hard on yourself, my dear, sweet, homicidally insane Pelagius. What would the people do without you? Dance? Sing? Smile? Grow old? You are the best septum that's ever ruled. Well, except for that Martin fella. But he turned into a dragon god, and that's hardly sporting. You know, I was there for that whole sordid affair. Marvelous time. Butterflies, blood, a fox, a severed head, ho ho ho, and the cheese to die for.
Yes, as you've said countless times before.
Harumph! Well then, if you're going to be like that, perhaps it's best I take my leave. A good day to you, sir. I said good day!
Yes, go. Leave me to my ceaseless responsibilities and burdens.
How rude! Can't be bothered to host an old friend for a decade or two. Pelagius the Third. Now, surely even you know about Pelagius's decree. On his deathbed, and this was inspired, he forbade death! That's right! Death! Outlawed! Inside the mind of Pelagius, silly. Oh, is it your first time? Really? Oh, what kind of message? A song? A summons? Wait, I know! A death threat written on the back of an Argonian concubine. Those are my favorites. Well, actually, but seriously, what's the message? Were you now? By whom? Wait! Don't tell me. I want to guess. Was it Molag? No. Little Tim, the Toymaker's son, What? The ghost of King Lysandas? Or was it one? Yes! Stanley, the talking grapefruit from Passwall! I'm wrong on all accounts. No matter. Honestly, I don't want to know. But more to the point, do you, tiny, puny, expendable little mortal, actually think Because that's crazy. You do realize who you're dealing with here. Wrong! Actually, you do, sort of. I am a part of you, little mortal. I'm a shadow in your subconscious, a blemish on your fragile little psyche. Sheogorath, Daedric Prince of Madness, at your service. Now that's the real question, isn't it? Because honestly, how much time off could a demented Daedra really need? So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave. That's right, I'm done. Holiday complete. Time to return to the humdrum day-to-day. On one condition. You have to find the way out first. Well, good luck with that. Ha! I do love it when the mortals know they're being manipulated. Makes things infinitely more interesting. Care to take a look around? This is not, I dare say, the Solitude Botanical Gardens. Have you any idea where you are? Where you truly are? Welcome to the deceptively verdant mind of the Emperor Pelagius III. That's right! You're in the head of a dead, homicidally insane monarch! Now, I know what you're thinking. Can I still rely on my swords and spells and... The Wabachak! Huh? Huh? Didn't see that coming, did you? Do you mind? I'm busy doing the fish stick. It's a very delicate state of mind. Oh, good choice! Well, good for me. I find everyone being out to get you so terribly entertaining. Oh. You might find it less so. You see, Pelagius' mother was, well, let us say, unique. Although I suppose, in the grand scheme of things, she was fairly average for a 70. That woman wielded fear like a cleaver. Or did she wield a cleaver and make I never get that part right. Oh, but she taught her son well. Pelagius learned at a very early age that danger could come from anywhere, at any time, delivered. The objective here is simple, you simpleton. Use your Wabaja to defeat the enemy, while they do the same. To be faring any better than before. They think it's all. Oh! I thought you'd never figure it out! With the threat gone, Pelagius is under the delusion that he's safe, which means you've helped him out, certainly, and we're that much closer to home. You've headed down the path of dreams. Unfortunately for you, Pelagius suffered night terrors from a young age. All you need to do is find something to wake our poor Pelagius up. You'll find his terrors easy to repel, but persistent.
Bad time to get lost, friend.
Yes? Never should have come here.
That's something to crow about. With Pelagius up and about, you're moving right along. We'll both be home in no time. Now this is a sad path. Pelagius hated and feared many things. Assassins, wild dogs, the undead, pumpernickel. But the deepest, keenest hatred was for himself. The attacks he makes on himself can be seen here fully. They're always carried out on the weakest part of his fragile self. The self-loathing enhances Pelagius' anger. But his confidence will shrink with every hit. You must bring the two into balance.
Time to end this little game.
Here we go!
This is your last mistake! Just give up! You can't win!
You seem to be having a small problem, or perhaps it's a big problem. Maybe if you shrunk the whole thing down a little first. Wonderfully done. Pelagius is finally ready to love himself and continue hating everyone else. Fixed is such a subjective term. I think treated is far more appropriate, don't you? Like one does to a rash or an arrow in the face. But no matter. Heartless mortal that you are, you've actually succeeded and survived. I am first to honor my end of the bargain. So, congratulations. You're free to go. I have been known to change my mind. So, go. Really. Pelagius Septim III, once the mad Emperor of Tamriel, now so boringly sane. I always knew he had it in him. Well, I suppose it's back to the Shivering Isles. The trouble Haskell can get into while I'm gone simply boggles the mind. Let's make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Clothes, check. Beard, check. Luggage. Luggage. Now, where did I leave my luggage?
Master, you've taken me back. Does this mean we're going home? Oh, happy times. I can't wait to...
Yes, that's quite enough celebration. Let's send you ahead, shall we? As for you, my little mortal minion, feel free to keep the Wabbajack as a symbol of my... I'll just take the damn thing. You take care of yourself now. And if you ever find yourself up in New Sheo, do look me up. We can share a strawberry tart. Ha ha! Ta-ta!
Oh, hello. Are you my gallant hero? Have you come to whisk me away to a life of adventure and romance?